I know. Our objective for today, can you read that for us, please, Jesus? Everybody on three? 1, 2, 3. So we're still on the same concept. That's how we don't need a Ferrier model. But we are revisiting absolute value. Okay? So check this out. We know what one variable inequalities are. How about the steps? What are the 4 steps we've been using? Simplify, isolate, plot, and check. However, remember when we got to absolute value equations that I gave you 3 extra steps? Here are the 3 extra steps. You isolate the absolute value using what? Inverse operations. From there you write 2 absolute value equations and then you solve. But are we on equations anymore? No. So now you're going to do the same process but for inequalities. Copy this down, please. Example 1A. Write down the instructions and the problem. The problem says solve the inequality and graph the solutions. Absolute value x minus 1 less than or equal to 2. Just copy it and I'll go over this one step by step. Copy that. Here we go. Example 1A. So if this was an absolute value equation, the process will be as follows. Line down the equal sign, or in this case, the inequality. Is that correct? The question, is the absolute value by itself already? Yes. So at this point, we would write a -2 and a +2. You guys remember that? What's inside the absolute value? X minus 1, x minus 1. Okay. Now check this out. Since this is no longer equations, these are inequalities. Look what happens here. The 2 became a negative. Tell your neighbor what you just saw. Okay? Did everybody see that we switched the inequality symbol for the negative number? Yes, because it became a negative. So right now you're just paying attention. Don't copy this yet. I'll give you time. So I'm going to solve this one at a time. Here we go. +1 plus 1. X is greater than or equal to -1. Let me go over this one. +1 plus 1. X is less than or equal to 3. So far it looks about the same thing that we've been working on, right? Here goes the graph. My dividing points are -1 and 3. So I'm going to graph first this one. Does it include the point? Yes. What numbers are greater than -1? Everything to the right. All right. Does it include the point for this one? Yes. What numbers are less than 3? Everything to the left. And what kind of inequality is this? And. All right. So therefore my solution set is x such that -1 and 3. What goes in between the x? Does it include this one? Yes. Does it include this one? And yes. Copy that, please. As soon as you're done copying that one, I want you to copy example 1Q and see if you can do this one by yourself. Absolute value, y plus 3, or the absolute value less than 7. So copy that, and work on 1Q. Go. All right, here goes the process. Look up to the screen. Line down the inequality symbol. Is there anything outside the absolute value? No. So at this point, we write -7 and +7. What's inside the absolute value? Y plus 3. Y plus 3. What happens when we change it into a negative? We switch the symbol. There it is. This one stays the same. And we solve. Here it goes. -3 minus 3. Y is greater than -10. This one, -3 minus 3. Y is less than 4. Hands if you got it up to right there. Okay, good. If I graph this, here it goes. My dividing points are -10 and 4. Does it include the -10? No, it's an open point. What numbers are greater than -10? Everything to the right. Does it include 4? No, open point. What numbers are less than 4? Everything to the left. And what are these? These are and, okay? Therefore, hold on, solution set of y such that negative 10 for, what goes in between the y? That means this is less than and less than. And I had a question, somebody said, Mr. Q, this one, how come it's pointing that way? Well, let's see. Here's the x, yes? But in this case, I wrote it in the middle, here. Where's the opening for the arrow? It's pointing from x to negative 1, right? From x to negative 1. That's why it needs to be the other way. Yeah, Raymond. Why are they open points? Okay. It says here, y is greater than negative 10. What numbers are greater than negative 10? Anything to the right. Does it include negative 10? Is negative 10 greater than negative 10? No, that's why we don't include it. It's excluded by an open point. Yes? We got this? Yes? All right, copy this next one, please. Example. Bam. No, not that one. Example 2A. 3 plus absolute value x plus 2 greater than 5. Let's do this one together. 3 plus absolute value x plus 2 greater than 5. Line down the inequality symbol. Very near the first thing we should do to isolate the absolute value. Everyone, subtract 3. Subtract 3. Subtract 3. We're left with absolute value x plus 2 greater than 2. Are we there so far? Okay? From there, is the absolute value by itself already? Yes, so we write what? A negative 2 and a positive 2. What's inside the absolute value? X plus 2, x plus 2. So what happens to the symbol for the negative number? Switches, and this one stays the same. And let's solve. Minus 2 minus 2, x is less than negative 4. Okay? This one, minus 2 minus 2, x is greater than 0. Okay, let's graph that. Zero, negative 4. All right, I'm going to start with negative 4. Does it include the negative 4? No, it's open point. What numbers are less than negative 4? Everything to the left. All right. Does it include 0? No, it's open point. What numbers are greater than 0? Anything to the right. What kind of inequality is this, everyone? Or, that is correct. You guys remind me of me in kindergarten. All right, here we go. Solution set of x such that, what do we write? X less than negative 4, or x greater than 0. You guys remember those? Yeah, right? Yeah, like yesterday. Right. Okay. So far so good. So show me with your fingers how comfortable you are with these so far. We got some 4s, 5s. Some of you need manicures. All right. All right. Write your utensils down. Look up to the screen. Let me show you something. If you see it, keep it to yourself. Don't say it out loud. Focus on the screen. Here it goes. Writing utensils down. Writing utensils down. Writing utensils down. Here you go. If you see it, keep it to yourself. Let me go over this again. Talk with all your neighbors, see what they see. All right, let's see. Who can elaborate on this one? Audrey. If the inequality is pointing to the left, it's and if the inequality is pointing to the right, it's an or. Hands if you saw that. Okay, good. All right, so just to have that as a sample, I want you to write the following one on your paper. Copy this one. Write example, Michael Jordan Q. So then you write these two, and underneath, what are you going to write, everyone? And underneath these, what are you going to write? Or. That is correct. So whenever the inequality symbol points to the right, it's an or. Whenever the inequality symbol points to the left, it's an and. Okay, there's no home plate tonight. Enjoy your afternoon off. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. I'll upload the video if you want to revisit or make it a algebra movie night with your family. Yay. Have a good one, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.